What's going on, everybody? So we decided that we were going to start a YouTube channel, mostly for family and friends that don't live near and haven't been here yet since we bought the place. So today I'm going to give you a little bit of a glimpse of what we got going on here. My project is cleaning up pole barn. It's been about 2 months since I've done anything with it because hunting season's been open, and as you can see, it's an absolute mess. So we're going to get that cleaned up, get the empty bags taken out and burnt. So I'm sure that at some point the wife and daughter will do formal introductions to all the farm animals. We have plenty of them, but just to give you guys a quick glimpse of what we got going on here, I'll show you Barb's 2 favorite animals in the whole wide world. We didn't bother to name them. Well, Barb has names for them, but I probably really shouldn't say what that is. And then you have these 2, the goats. Then down here is the chicken coop. I built this last spring in preparation for getting chickens. And for whatever reason, it's beautiful outside and they are all hanging out in here. Not too sure why. I'll get back to you in a minute. As you can see, we definitely needed to do some cleaning in the pole barn. I'm gonna burn all this, just get rid of it. It's one of the beautiful things about living out here. It doesn't have to go into the trash. Fire. All right, everybody, now that I got that mess taken care of, it's just about burnt down, as you can see. Why don't I show you around a little bit, show you what we have going on here. Right now I'm in what we would consider the backyard, just outside of the fenced in area for the dogs. And if you look over here, you see our barn. One of the pastures in the garden. I'm not going to go any further because I'm sure the neighbor doesn't want me putting his backyard onto YouTube. So any of you that have known me for a long time and wonder why the last couple of years I haven't been around, you're going to see. This place is nearly a full-time job, and the wife and I both already have full-time jobs. But we love it. Keeps us busy. It provides for us. Eggs, pigs are getting slaughtered. The goats are just pets. They're actually quite precious. Only goats I've ever seen in my life that are picky about what they eat. All right. Let's check out some more stuff real quick. So there you have the chicken coop I built. Still not all the way done. I want to put a roof on it for next year, but it served the purpose this year. And there you have the chickens. Anybody thinking about getting chickens, I'm going to tell you right now, do not get Rhode Island Reds. They're ornery, not very friendly birds. The other ones, speckled Sussex. They're good birds. They're pretty, they lay good eggs, nice brown, light brown eggs, and they're pretty friendly. Rhode Island Reds, never again. So if you come back here, we got the outside of the pole barn, main entrance. Not gonna walk around and show you all of our stuff that we have in there. And then here's the back of the pole barn. There's Dad's wood pile that I need to get over to his house. That's just wood that we've cleaned up around here. Trees that were growing up along fence lines that we cut down. This whole back area of the pole barn had trees growed up all along it. Some of them were actually growing over the roof, so I actually paid somebody to come out and cut those down so I didn't tear my pole barn up. And if you look up there, you can actually see damage from a couple of the trees where they were up against the pole barn. I still got a couple of small ones back here I'm going to take care of either this winter or in the spring. And this next year right here is going to be where the pigs are going to go next year. If you're thinking about doing pigs and you have a similar setup to what we have, do not put them in a stall in the barn. It's a mess. It's a hot mess. Give them their own area outside with a little bit of shelter. Lesson learned there. So right here we call the north pasture. We call it the north pasture, well, because that's north. When we bought this place, the weeds in here were about 6 foot deep. You couldn't see any of these fence lines. There was just a little gap where you could see the gate there. And if I take you right over here, it was so overgrown that I found that patch of concrete with my chainsaw while I was cutting stuff down. If you look out there, you see there's stuff I cut down that I haven't quite piled up yet and burnt. Yeah, it'll be there. It's not going anywhere. I guarantee you nobody's going to come and do it for me. And then over here we have the woods, as we call it. This is my playground. This is the main path going back to the woods. There's also a trail over there, but it actually goes up on the neighbor's property a little bit. They don't mind if I use it, but I try not to be on their property all the time. Everybody likes their privacy, right? And down there you can see the pond. I'll be back with you guys in just a couple of minutes and we'll look at the pond. All right, here we are, the pond. So, as you can see, there are a ton of trees I've cut here. That is because when we bought this place, there were 2 openings where you could actually see this pond at all, or see into it, and that was a small opening about where I'm standing, and then the other end of the pond, as you can see, is pretty open, but that was still all grown up with briars, kind of like this is over here. I'm still working on it. I'd like to get it dug out so we can have some fish in here, make it functional. Only problem is there's no water flow, which means I will have to bury power from all the way up there in the distance, down the side of the hill, into this pond so I can run an aerator. But it would still be pretty cool to have fish in my pond. And if you look back there, that's a swamp. We own a little bit of that. I don't mind it though, because deer like to hide there, and if you know me, you know I like to deer hunt. Something that made me sad this year is during a storm, I lost one of my oak trees. Still got to get that cut up and taken care of. Hate to see my oak trees fall down. Right there. It was a big one. Very unfortunate. So I'm not going to take you all the way to the back of the property. I'm just going to walk up here a little ways where you can get the gist of it. See what we have going on here. So we bought the place about 1.5 years ago. In the first year, had a lot of problems with trespassers. I actually had some trail cameras stolen back here. Last summer, late summer, I started having problems with trespassers again. I put out more trail cameras and was a little bit stealthier with them. And I actually caught some images, found out how they were getting into the property, got a hold of that property owner. That property owner knew exactly who it was, and we got that problem taken care of, so it seems. I don't know of it being any kind of an issue through deer season, and my trail cameras got stolen. And I didn't see any signs of anybody being back here. So, I'm gonna go ahead and stop right here and give you guys a little look at what we got going on. Back there is the pond. Over there in the distance, over that hill, is the property line. And way back there, as far as you can see, is ours. Down through that ravine and back up the other side. If you know me, you know that was a selling point for this place when I walked back here. So as you probably figured out, we bought a camera. Decided that we were gonna post some videos, give people that don't live near and we haven't seen in a while a chance to see what we got going on and what we're up to. I may start another channel later on just for my stuff, my hunting, working on the property, stuff like that. So stay tuned, guys.